Hello, friend.
Hey.
Hey, you're all the talk, buddy.
Oh man. In a good way or a bad way?
Well, depends. It depends on your story. But me and the crew were talking. I just hope you're not injured. We were so excited.
Yeah. I in true old man fashion,
Yes,
um, the is it life alert where help, I've fallen and I'm down and I can't get up.
yes,
I
yes.
fell and busted my wrist so bad that I haven't been able to pull, hang, or do anything from a rig and basically a bar for like
Um,
a week and a half,
hey,
2 weeks maybe.
will you go to the settings? I think your microphone is using your computer microphone.
Okay, hold on.
And I think we could get significantly better audio if we could get it to come from your AirPods. Heppner's the man. Yes, he's a man. Oh no, the man. He's a man or the man.
Yeah. So, can you hear me now? Is that a lot better?
Much better. Thank you.
Yes. I guess I'm going to continue being a bridesmaid. I fell, busted my wrist, and had to go get an X-ray on it. And I'll probably have to get an MRI. So I can't hang or pull from anything. So
Which
holding the
wrist?
dumbbell, left.
Is that your trigger finger?
No, that's my right.
Oh, how did you fall? What
Yeah.
happened?
This is what happens when you hike in the rain, Savon.
Oh,
Bro, I was pretty upset about it. So, anyways, I actually
can we
still
hear
have
the story? Can we hear the story in some details? Like, how far were you from home?
Yeah.
Were you on a rock? Were you descending, ascending? Were you holding a baby?
No, I'm in Hawaii hiking
Okay.
and it's raining and just wearing a backpack, just hiking with the wife. And it was like, the whole mud in Hawaii, like the trails are pretty muddy, and slipped like clay, slipped, threw my hand back, caught myself, and it hurt immediately. It started swelling up. And so I was like, okay, well, I should be able to like push through this. It probably isn't a bad thing. And couldn't press, couldn't hold anything in my hand pretty much, like bench, any of that. Wall balls honestly hurt in 26.1. But whatever. I was like, hopefully we can just
this was before 26.1 even.
yeah. And so it hurt pretty bad. And I was like, okay, well, hopefully we can get through. Like there won't be any gymnastics, or like maybe I'll be okay. Like if I wait a week for pull-ups or chest to bar. Didn't happen. Tried it out. Tried muscle ups. Like a couple days ago. Excruciating pain. Couldn't hold a support position for a muscle up. Couldn't hold it, and couldn't really pull. And so decided probably not worth it. So I'm gonna probably text Scott and be like, "Hey, have at it this year. I'll see you next year."
Hey, so that's interesting. So on the pool, you could fake it and get against your wrist and push through the pain, but when you got on top, it was fucked up.
It was the pull too. Yeah, it was the pull too. Because hypothetically, like, if I can just get to the muscle ups, you'd still be fine, right? But it's like I couldn't hold support and I couldn't really pull without a lot of pain, or even hold a dumbbell in the hand. So
I'm
I
so
was
sorry
like,
to hear that. I figured it was injury.
Yeah, old man. So we're gonna put something up today because I've gotten a lot of text messages like, "Hey, why don't you have a score in, Jacob? What's going on?" So it's kind of disappointing. Yeah,
Hey,
not gonna
the
lie.
wrist has a lot of little bones in it, and some of those don't get a lot of blood. You should definitely. I'm glad to hear you're going to stay on top of it. Those bones, there's some weird ones in there.
Well, yeah, it's been like it randomly like goes numb at night, and so at first I was like, "Oh, it's swelled up, it'll be fine," and then it kept getting worse, and I'm like, this isn't really worth it to me. And so we're definitely gonna, I think I'm gonna have to get an MRI this week too, because they were like, okay, your wrist isn't broken. They're like, you could have a really small stress fracture, but like we're not 100% sure. And so I went and got an X-ray, and I probably still need to get an MRI on it too. So
My wife was in a car accident many, many years ago. She got hit, broke her leg, and landed on her wrist. And she was complaining when she was in the hospital, my wrist hurts, my wrist hurts. They did x-rays on it. They're like, no, it's fine, it's fine. A month later, she's like, hey, man, something's wrong. more
Yeah.
X-rays, more MRIs. They're like, oh yeah, it's clearly broken.
Dude,
But it was a tiny ass bone. It was a tiny ass bone.
Yeah, I went to a diagnostic imaging, and I don't know. I have good friends that are doctors, but I also like second opinions.
Yeah.
A lot of second opinions, and so especially when you make money from your body, and when you put your body through all the stuff that we do, it's like I don't need arthritis when I get older. I'm like, I don't think this is worth pushing through all this pain just to be like, I'm stuck like this the rest of my life. So we decided just not to do it.
You're waking up in the middle of the night and you have pins and needles and you have to do this shit.
Yeah. And you know what? You should ask other CrossFitters that have done this long enough. If I sleep at night, I feel like we're all going to have arthritis later in life because we do so much holding, like we do so much pulling from here, whether it be gymnastics from a barbell or whatever. I tend to like sleep with my hands like this. Yeah. In my mind, it just wasn't worth it. So I'm going to text Scott later today and we'll put something out on social media, but you're the first person that texted me. So I'm like, get on and talk about it.
Thank you. Can you hold your hand up and show me where it's hurting?
Yeah, I've actually got a mark on my hand from when it hit, but you can't see it, but it's basically this pad right here. So basically if you figure like, this is where you pull from this pad, this is where you hold a support for a ring for sure. And any bar. So just like this pad right here hurt, like handstand walking, impossible. So
I guess it's nice that the tactical game season is spread out and they have no.
Yeah. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, for sure. I don't go till November, so I could literally do nothing on it for months and be fine.
And still have a chance to qualify for the championships.
Yeah, for sure. The CrossFit season obviously was like, it's here. It's now. Right. So I'm still planning on going and watching and cheering. I think that's important, especially for Liv and for all the guys that I know and love. So, but for me, it wasn't in the cards. So
I was 80% thinking you got injured, and then someone said, no, dude, it's because he hasn't been doing gymnastics because of tactical games. There's no gymnastics, so he couldn't do
gymnastics still.
Oh, okay.
No, we can still do. They were difficult, but no, I can still do gymnastics. That's never going to leave me. But yeah, it was the injury part. So
I dropped a dumbbell on my left wrist back in October and sounded like what Jacob has. Took me 4 months without pain. Wow.
Oh, great! I appreciate the vote of confidence for 4 months.
That's a crazy handle. Wajma Bouze must be an Indian guy.
Hey, who you got for 26.3? Who's your bet on? Ariel, Danielle, Olivia. Well, I think it depends on what we see.
I don't care. I'm Kerstetter.
You're a Kerstetter fan through and through.
Yeah, through and through. How is she doing? How's the old knee?
Yeah, she's doing good. Yeah, she's. I haven't even. So I want to say a good reminder. I haven't even asked her about it, which to me says I haven't seen her. She did wall balls with no problem, right, and did very well. And so haven't even asked her about it. I think she's totally fine. Yeah, I think she got through it. So now we just make jokes at her expense about staff and MRSA and me cleaning the floors in my barn. But nice. She seems to be totally fine. So I'm excited for her. They haven't done a barbell yet, and they haven't done a machine. Whether they see it'll be row, they won't obviously do any other machine. She's obviously good at both those. We're just gonna see what kind of pops up with it. So
the boys, a lot of the boys on the show were suggesting last night on the update show that it would need to be long, and JR put the smack down, and he's like, "No, boys, it could be short." And I do think it's going to be short, and I think she's going to destroy it.
Yeah, so because it depends on how they approach the programming, right? Because the Open has always and will always meant to be not for elites. It's meant for classes. That's the majority of people that do it. And you can't just it's very hard for them to put like long workouts in a class because they got to fit it in, they got to run heats and they'll be there all night long running heats. But the problem is they've had 90% of the population just did a 12-minute workout. And then 9% of the population did a 15-minute workout for wall balls too. Was it 15? Yep. So like, I tend to agree, like a lot of people on social media are like, oh, well, that was a 6, 7, 8-minute workout we just did. No, not for everyone. It was 12 minutes. So I think you're right. I think you're going to see something shorter, sub 6, sub 7 time domain, and you'll see machine, some kind of barbell, and I think you'll see a handstand walk.
Oh, hey, going back to the wrist, is this the worst injury you've had in your CrossFit career?
I've had bursitis that pulled me out of a year, but that just needed a lot of same perspective, right? There was nothing I could really do. It was like you just need to rest
an
and
elbow
recover.
Is that an elbow thing? What's
It was a knee thing. Bursitis was in my knee.
Oh, what is that you couldn't straighten your knee? You get like a buildup
Yeah, it
of
was like a
calcium?
Yeah, it's like so like all your joints have a bursa sac, and so I believe I'm not a doctor. The hell has a bursa sac, and I had done enough to aggravate it, and so it had become so inflamed that I couldn't squat to parallel. It became so inflamed that I couldn't squat because it was so inflamed. I think it was I couldn't squat and I couldn't lock it out without pain. So it was like in the mid range of motion, and they had squat snatches. It was squat snatches and chest to bar pull-ups, I think, in 2017 in the open workout, and something else maybe. And I couldn't squat. So I was like, well, if I can't squat, I can't do squat snatches. So it was just I couldn't do it.
What did they do to it? Did they cut it open and drain it, or?
No, it was just rest and recovery. It was like lots of ice, lots of time, and just not squatting on it. So
Sean Mack, look at the 3 domains the pros completed the last 2 years in the open. We checked the short, medium, and long box. As long as 15 plus counts as long.
15 plus is long. That's a long time domain.
Bursitis sucks. Had it in my hip for a while a few years back. Oh, but it goes away.
Yeah, I think it's just, I mean, you could ask Mike. I'm sure he'll text or respond back, but it was just like, hey, don't use it, ice it, recover it. Don't try to aggravate it. Let it be. Give it a month. It'll be fine.
If for some reason it's prolonged, your wrist thing, what movements in tactical games would be affected by it?
I can't pick up a sandbag. So like the flexing motion to pick up a sandbag. I think yesterday I realized it was pretty bad. About a week ago when I was trying to move a sandbag to clean up the barn, and I couldn't pick up a 100-pound sandbag without like just excruciating pain. I'm like, okay, something's wrong.
Do you think it's broken? You think there's something broken?
No, because I went and got an x-ray. It's not broken. But the thing is, could be a really, really fine stress fracture or something. We need to go get an MRI to look at the rest of the ligaments and tendons. Obviously, x-ray is just bone.
So a fracture means it's broken, but not broken off.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just like
it's cracked.
Yeah, like your windshield.
Cracked, like it's not leaking yet.
Yeah, like a windshield. Like my windshield is still intact. It's got a crack. I can go fix that. But if it's broken, it's like someone threw a brick through my window. It's kind of how I look at it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for the update. You the man. Good luck. Heal quickly.
Have a good day. We'll talk to you later, Vaughn.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. The great Jacob Heppner.